Hey, I know it's been a while since my last recording, but been busy with a bunch of things. Both of us having our usual adventures, getting ready to leave Southern California, head back up to the Northwest. But one of the things I've been busy with, starting a clothing line. The description is in the About section on this channel. But I have all kinds of things for men, women. I have hoodies, I have t-shirts, I have tank tops. I've also been busy with the usual stuff, trying to keep the social media going and everything. And finish another book. I'll be talking about that one in an upcoming video. But to get to the movie at hand, it's one of my favorites automatically right when I saw it. It's called Level 16. The reason I like it so much is because the metaphor that is used throughout it is very thorough. If you just scratch beneath the surface and behold the true message, like, anybody can see it. The characters have their lives laid out. They're told what to desire from a very young age. It's full of conformity, and they have empty thoughts thanks to the effective brainwashing, which pretty much equals voluntary enslavement. And all of this is enforced by fear and submission. Does any of that sound familiar? Even among the girls, there are leaders and followers, the same pyramid of hierarchy that has been enforced on our society. And of course, the Constitution and our political leaders will tell us, oh no, we're all equals, which in reality we are, but to them, they think that all of us are inferior because we're broken up into lower class, black, white, upper class, middle class. The list goes on and on. The main character, she marks down beside her sleeping arrangements, counting down the days, which just shows the monotony of not only her life but our lives as well, because as soon as we clock into work, we're just counting down the hours, the minutes until we can leave and do what we want with our own time, or we're just getting so anxious for the weekend so we don't have to obey the hands of a clock. Basically, all of our routines and schedules are made for us, just like the characters in the movie. And when the girls get so excited because they get to level up and move on and are that much closer to their assignment with their future families, or so they think, we too are meant to feel happy when we achieve this version of society's success, which equals to how tame and how deceived we have become. Because in the end, the masters, our overseers, they know that they're just exploiting us and are only so happy to see us work all the harder for them. The girls are given their virtues that all of them memorize and know by heart and try and live by every day, just as we have our tainted morality, our religions, our currencies, and laws that we're to abide by if we're meant to be proper, upstanding citizens. They eat the food without knowing how unhealthy it is, and they can't even tell that they're living in a prison-like environment, just as the state government is our prison, and we're given institutionalized diets that are very unhealthy for us because of the food pyramids, or whatever Atkins or whatever you want to adhere to. And people are finally starting to catch on, oh yeah, maybe carbs aren't as good, even though they might taste good. And that we shouldn't be having as much of them, and we should have more protein and fat and all that kind of stuff. Recall the raw meat or carnivore diet that I've done in the past. For them, the characters, the girls, it becomes dangerous to know the truth, and they only figure out what that is once they stop taking the pill that keeps them unaware of what is going on. For us, it is the illusion, our corrupt civilization, and how much we are being taken advantage of every single day. In the story, they can barely read. Their education is so poor, they're just given enough to get by. And we too, compared to the elites, we're idiots compared to them, because they receive from their tutors such knowledge, such wisdom that goes back thousands and thousands of years. And they're trained how to control mankind. And they don't want us to be smart, to have anywhere near the intelligence they have, because then we would have the willpower to rebel. In the movie, the girls are given dresses so they can be happy to have another possession. Just like consumerism, we want to just keep having more and more. And we're allowed to have our trinkets here and there, but we're mainly only taught to have fun in the prescribed ways. And a lot of the technologies that would make our lives better and easier are withheld from us and kept confidential, so our masters can continue to think of themselves as superior. Next, when the characters are carrying out their chores, just as we perform our labor, it is the work which provides for the elites to maintain their illustrious lifestyles, their private jets, their yachts. As the narrative continues, the two main characters appear more and more strange to the other girls, because if you have an opinion other than the mainstream propaganda, the news, then all of a sudden you are the weird one. An easy similarity to identify is the loudspeaker that drills into the subconscious the same thing over and over. We too are told government provides law and order, or police are there to protect and serve, or taxes are a necessity and what would we do without them? Which in reality is just being okay with getting robbed by the thieves who run the state. What's worse is, just as a girl feels guilty when she starts to break the rules because of such heavy conditioning and she doesn't take her pills, we also feel bad if we break the mandates that the ruling class impresses on us. The same laws that they make and break whenever they desire. It's so sad that, like the girls, we are trained not to want to be free, especially because we're told we live in a free country, if you believe that one. Wrapping up the first half, one of my favorite yet depressing lines by the first girl who starts to awaken to the Matrix: she won't wake up. They never wake up. It's the vitamins. Translation: she doesn't want to know the truth. The wisdom is too much to bear. Their conditioning has gone too far. Can you relate? So much knowledge is out there, but people still, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter how much you show that you care about them and all that you want to do is help them, they cling to their beliefs because that's all they know. And to all of a sudden abandon them would be too much for them to bear.